ourselves in platforms. What are the tools we can proactively use in promoting the African culture to drive empowerment and inclusion at different ends?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Existing protocol, dear Oba, we're Grisin here. Okay, so I'm the MD CEO of Slice Media, and we're a media company. Our core is in outdoor advertising, but we are also into full-scale branding. So if you're talking about media, the role of media in youth inclusion and youth participation, I'd like us to look at it in terms of diversity. Diversity, you can't have inclusion if there was no diversity in the first place. The reason why you want to be included is because there's so many facets of the situation. So let me define diversity. It's the condition of having or consisting of different elements of qualities such as language, ethnicity, gender, etc. And they are all harnessed for the common good and benefit of everyone. So here, what do we have? We have using the media. Media is a gateway, and it enhances movement. So it can enhance political movement, social movements, whichever movement you want. And we have to look at the youth as a diverse group. I'm going to take it from a different corner. I'm not going to come through the regular where you guys are thinking. Let's look at the youth and the youth population. We have people living with disabilities. We have, not all the youth are people like us that speak like us and have opportunities that we have. So we have students, we have people, entrepreneurs, we have people living with disabilities, we have people in the diaspora, we have youth that are students. So we have to, if we're going to actually talk about youth and youth inclusiveness, we're going to have to harness all these aspects of the youth, not just us, not just people who speak like us. We're going to have to identify. Now, youth in the diaspora in 2020, I think they come up to like 10% of the population. They're about 27 million. We need to harness that. You have IDPs. We have about 2 million in IDPs. What things do we have in place? Policies do we have in place to include them? Because governance is for everyone. Policies have to be made that include these sections of people. Then we have people living with disabilities. We have 27 million. That's a huge block. People with visibility impairments. How do they vote? What polling stations are there for them? People living with hearing aids, people living with all kinds of disabilities, how are they included in this whole thing? Now the role of the media, just like what I'm representing now, is to highlight these issues and highlight these points for people and policymakers to get involved in. Also, it's essential for us to get into politics and because if you're making policies and you're not including these people, it's not beneficial for anyone. So we have to get into politics as young people. We have to be courageous. We have to be bold. We have to get in there and try to take power as well, so that we can create policies that benefit people like us and people that we know that are needing of these policies. Then there was also positioning. So if you're going to position yourself and as a brand, let's look at it as a brand, you have to position yourself in ways whereby people can identify with your mission and with your goals. What was it that was said? Preservation of, okay, so looking at it, I'm not even looking at it from a cultural aspect, because right now the youth need to even find their own voice. Once you find your voice, then you're able to project the cultural aspect of it. So yeah, I think for now, that's what I want to talk about, the different aspects of the youth and inclusion. Participation cannot happen if just one sect of the youth is identified. All sections of the youth have to be identified. That's what I have to say.
Thank you so much.